Right, good afternoon, my people. So we got an update to Twittergate involving the Prime Minister designate Fritz William Michel. This was the cover of Le Nouveliste today, Saturday, the 27th. The Prime Minister designated denounces a campaign of disinformation that it aims to sully his image. As you all know, some tweets were uncovered from April of this year, March of this year, and even as recent as, I believe, May of this year, where it's under the name of Fritz William Michel. It shows his image here, and he's saying some really, most of it is run-of-the-mill political talk, except for what he is saying here, and against two very esteemed journalists in Haitian society. And it also goes against what the government wanted to portray him as, which was somebody who was not involved in the fray of politics, but it's clear that he's very much aligned to Tet Kale. From just putting it together, not even from the tweets, but from other photos that are around that have been uncovered, he is very much aligned with the Tet Kale. So people don't feel that that is serving what ends the government needed. So, but either way, and I have it here translated into English with Google Translator, but they calling it a misinformation campaign. Now, whenever they call, I don't know if it's, I don't know. That's just something. Whenever I hear misinformation campaign, such a thing does exist, but whenever the government overplays something like that, as if people can't reasonably suspect that this is him, as if it can't be reasonably suspected. So whenever they say misinformation campaign and go so far as to call it that, like, I just feel like it's very suspicious. Like, why not just say, yo, people are misunderstand? Why not say, somebody's trolling me? I'm being trolled. But misinformation campaign to tarnish my image, like, calm down. Whoa. And what's damning about this is that this account was created in 2009. So it's like I guess the trolls are really playing the long game these days. 2009. Early 2009 was the year I started Defend Haiti. Well, not necessarily, but it's the year we went on to, we established our presence online. Like, that's it is a decade ago. So that's a bit much. And the account that they're claiming is his now was created on July 22nd, 2019, 5 days ago. I believe that's Monday, if I'm not mistaken, July 22nd. Yeah, that should be Monday. So it's hard to believe. And I believe they're saying that the Prime Minister, a 38-year-old never had a Twitter account. They would have been better off saying that. I mean, it's just hard to believe that someone 38 years old doesn't have a Twitter account. Because we are essentially, I believe, I'm 38, and we're somewhere along the borderline of Generation X and Millennial. So, yeah, to say you don't have a Twitter account, especially in Haiti, from the time of the earthquake, Haitians, especially persons working in the government or needing to communicate, have learned that Twitter is indispensable. So I find it very, very hard to believe that he has never had a Twitter account. And all of a sudden decided to create one this week And this one from 2009, which has its face, a younger picture, and has his name, has been in existence since 2009, is not his. And no one knew who he was before he was surprisingly named prime minister on the 22nd, or surprisingly named to be prime minister on the 22nd. So who's trolling you, bro? Like, who cares to troll? I personally believe he is linked to the account. Perhaps he was, if perhaps he wasn't actually handling it. I believe he is. At the very least, he is linked to the account. Maybe I had somebody working on it for him, or someone else has control over it. But I without a doubt, believe this is his account. Whether these are his tweets or not, not without a forensic analysis will we ever truly know that. But I do believe 100% this is his account. I don't the explanations given, I do not believe. They don't make sense to me. And outside of a real investigation, which we can't get in Haiti for anything, I won't be convinced otherwise. So that's where Twittergate is right now. He's denying it, and it's a mess. You don't want to be having Gates going into a ratification hearing, especially with so many people already against the idea, and not even personally because of him, but people want the president to resign. They want Jovenel Moïse to resign. Le Nouveliste is a paper that is more aligned with those in power, more aligned with the powerful in Haiti. And I don't mean to, and I'm not trying to throw shade on Le Nouveliste and say that it's not a good paper, we can't trust their reporting, but I just never got the sense that they were on the side of the people. They inform the people, but they're not necessarily as I personally believe journalism should be on the side of on the side of the people, and speaking truth against power. I believe the power people with means have other ways to get their information out without trying to use agencies that are supposed to be seen as fair and balanced, when there's no balance when you're talking about power against the people. So, but yeah, Le Nouveliste has always seemed to have been more on that side, and I'm a conservative too. I see the purpose of it, so I don't knock them for it. But for them to have this on their front page, proposition de sortie de crise, proposition to get out of this crisis, the private sectors, business people, unions, human rights organizations, they all come together. They're talking about transition. For them to have that right under this Twittergate, it shows you the direction the country's going. People are like, we're done with Jovenel, and I've said this before. We will not have a good election process with him as president, and crisis will only continue. The only thing an election process under this president would give him is the ability to further protect himself from the Petro-Carib prosecutions, which I believe are going to come. It will not be, it cannot be ignored. They will have to destroy and hide evidence, and even in that case, I don't think public perception, the public outcry, will be enough to not, cause for some justice to be administered with this case. So that's what's going on with this young man. He's trying to deny that these tweets are his, that this account ever was his. Like I tell you, I don't believe it. Um, I just don't. So it looks bad. It looks real bad for the young man. So either way, that's it. Like I said, I wanted to again say hello and thank you to one of our new Patreon members. Her name is Winifred. Thank you so much for joining the Patreon. We have a goal on Patreon. We're trying to get a real studio going. You know, have a morning roundtable, Google Hangout stuff going on. You know, trying to bring you guys constant content. Obviously in English, because we want everybody all around the world to come and see what the Zoes are doing. And we want to grow and we want to really enact change and for all of us so that by the time we're in our older ages, man, we'll be able to enjoy our country. We will all, if you're age 50 and lower, by the time you're in your 70s and your 80s, you're going to be able to go to Haiti, not worry about gangs and stuff, you know, relax. You'll have your investment. You'll be able to, you might even decide to live full time, bring your kids there. You know, that's the type of vision I have for Haiti. So, and we can do it through this, you know, by making these moves that we're going to be doing here. So join up the Patreon. If not, you know, we got Cash App at Samuel Maxime, or just subscribe, like, share, do all that, you know. So talk to everybody later.